Murphy's Law working overtime as that one goes out. Tried to get it to Zayden Lujan, but instead is knocked out of bounds once again from Santa Rosa. And now to be Ornelas going to the right. Almost lost the handle, gets double teamed, does find the handle, get it back to Cervantes, and that'll be a layup, but no, could not get it other way quickly. Tries to get a running right, lefty and misses, and that's going to be Lujan. No, sorry, that's not Lujan, that is Munoz. And back the other way after a miss from Zhao. Under a minute to go right now, as that is a teardrop that misses for Chavez. Gets the rebound and puts it in for two. That'll be Gallegos. 11 to 5, 11 to 7 now, sorry, is the score. Around. Daniel with the ball, gets it back to Cervantes. Over to Anat. And then quickly for a three, off the back of the rim was Lujan off the left wing. And trying to get it back, but could not, was Lujan. Set up for two, instead goes inside, gets it across to the left. Sets up for two, but thinks about it twice and doesn't, but does get a running shot from Munoz. Misses that one, gets a rebound. Another missed shot from Santa Rosa. And Santa Rosa with just last second shot and misses that three-pointer. That will be the end of the first, as that was a shot that was put up by Munoz. End of one, and we've got a score game of 11 to 7. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Job Panther Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back to this afternoon game, as it is the first of the tournament for the Eunice Cardinals. First day of 3 games. Of course, right after this will be the girls, the Jow Panther girls, coming in to do what they can do to get their season continued on. 0-1 is the season record for Jow. And we're going to get back into it here. Let's see, it looked like it was... Both teams are coming back on the floor right now, and the handwriting on this is Marcos. Number 2 is Marcos. V. Marcos, as Santa Rosa inbounds it, gets it to their front court. Now in the hands of Ross. Goes underneath, and that will be a shot put up for Cordova. Misses, but does draw the foul, as that'll be the first one of the quarter and to be drawn against. Well, he's going to go on the line to shoot 2. Could not see who got the foul. First one up and will miss. One more opportunity for Cordova. $7:50 to go, just 10 seconds gone in the second quarter. Cordova with the second one, swishes on that. 12 to 7 now for the score. Going to be in the hands of Cervantes. Gets it across to the right wing, up and in, and it is in for 3. And that is going to be, that was Lineman for his first. Up and in though, underneath the basket quickly. The other side was Ross for 2. 14 to 10, or 14-9 now is the score. Unless that one did not count. Oh, so that shot was for 2, not for 3. And that was again for Jal, I believe. Nevertheless, coming across, trying to get across the timeline with Cervantes. Is on the floor, could not get it, was Faulkner, and will be a jump ball. Looks like last possession will go to Jal. Jal will continue to possess it. 7:07 remaining in the second quarter of the first half. As it is, Zane Lujan tries to get it across, but it is knocked out of bounds by Santa Rosa, and that'll be Urban. Andrew Urban in the game along with Pacheco. To another 3 on the way, no good for Faulkner. Goes back the other way for Santa Rosa. Up for 2, misses off the front of the rim and rebounded by, looks like that was Cervantes. And there is a Steven and a Jaden Cervantes, so Steven Cervantes with the rebound. He goes out of bounds and be inbounded by Jal. And they're going to cross to Ramos, who almost lost it, gets double teamed, does get it back to Zayden. Inside for 2 and does get the layup for Jal, and that was Lindman. Back the other way for 2 as well. So it'll be a foul on, that'll be on Lucero. Can't tell if that's his first or not, but it could be, as that was the second for the team. And 1 for Jal as they've fouled so far in this quarter. Zayden Lujan, though, loses control, but does get fouled on the way down. And it was by Cordova, his first. So 3 fouls against Santa Rosa, 2 more. Now to put Jal on the line for the bonus. Gets it across. Try to get it, maybe a pass, maybe not, but either way, lost it off the back. And that was Vega, that's 8th grader. So tried to do something and could not, and instead loses the ball. Turnover by Jal. 3-pointer on the way and off the front of the rim. He rebounded finally. That is going to be by Vega, but I think his foot was on the floor. Actually, it was Faulkner, and his foot was on the baseline. So out of bounds. Jal. Quick turnover for them as it gets back to the hands of Santa Rosa in their front court. 3. Number 3. So that one in. Faulkner trying to get his defensive and loses the ball. Does get it knocked out of bounds after it was almost taken up for an easy layup for Cordova. But instead, Faulkner knocks it out of bounds. It will be continued to be Santa Rosa ball with 5:36 remaining. 18-11 is the score. Got a nice little crowd here in this small gym. Up underneath, miss, try to get the rebound instead, will not get it, but Steven Cervantes will get it over to Zayden Lujan. Gonna pass it inside, underneath the basket. Go for a 3. Nope, Zayden Lujan passed it up, goes ahead and drives the lane, gets double team, misses. It would be rebounded by, that is Lucero. Hippity hop on that one, Lucero goes coast to coast and hits that one in for 2. Increases the lead to 9. Zayden Lujan gets it all the way over to the right hand before he gets back. Right wing. 3-pointer on the way and misses off the side. And that is going to be for Vega. Quickly the other way for Santa Rosa. Puts up a 3 of their own. Misses that one, and that was going to be Ross. And it goes back the other way quickly for Jal. Now in the hands of Lindman. Back over to the right wing. Lindman back again, off to Zayden Lujan. Tried to get it, but pass was blocked. Instead we'll go the other way for a long pass. and it will be disrupted, and Aguiar will disrupt that pass for Jal. It's back the other way for Jal in the front court. Inside to Steven. Another block pass, and it will go the other way quickly, trying to get a fast break point, and does manage to get it underneath the basket for 2, and that'll be Ross. Quick timeout for Jal as they are now down 11, 22-11 with 4:07 remaining in the second quarter. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
Welcome back to live action here as it is Joseph, Coach Joseph for Santa Rosa Lions. Esquibal, and of course we know that second season for Gary Simmons. Actually not Gary Simmons, Emmanuel Lujan, who's been around for a long time. Thinking about the girls right now as they're going to be up next. For the boys though, down by 11. Try to get back into this one as they have done in the past. Faulkner goes ahead and gets it over to Lujan on the inbound. And we'll spread the offense around as he gets across the timeline. Now the hands over Moss. Gets double team, gets it back out again. And that'll be to Aguiar. Over to Lujan once again near the top of the arc, to the left of it, now out top. Tries to get it inside to Cervantes, and Steven loses the handle, and it goes quickly the other way. Does get a blocking foul for Lujan, as he did at least stop the block the shot from happening, but unfortunately drew contact as well, as that was going to be in the hands of Chavez. Chavez on the line to shoot 2. Try to see if he can increase this lead for Santa Rosa and the Lions. This one does go in. Has one more opportunity. Sitting on the bench right now will be Aguiar. Second one also in as well for Chavez. 24-11, 3:35 remaining in this first half. As it is Zayden Lujan who's trying to get around his defender, but instead looks like he's going to draw the foul. And that'll be, should be against number 45, that'll be David Chavez. For some reason they're not putting up the numbers. There it is, and that's the second. On in the backcourt still. Trying to get around the defender, that is going to be Urban. Block pass, and it gets into the hands of Santa Rosa. Another turnover for Jal. They've been having too many of those for success. 3-pointer on the way, and swish inside, as that is going to be Muñez. Preston is going to hit his 3. Increase the lead. 7-11. Jal has 3 minutes to get back into this in the first half. Inbounding for Jal. Aaron Lujan. So there are Lujans at times on the floor, as well as 2 Cervantes from time to time. So Lujan back to Zayden. And Cervantes, once again, Steven loses the handle. It is knocked out of his hands. Santa Rosa takes advantage of it, goes the other way. And that is taken back by Faulkner. Faulkner does handle it as it goes across the timeline. Once again, 2:08 remaining. Stops his pivot foot, and we'll have to get the pass off, and it'll be to Zayden Lujan. Right-hand side, goes in a little bit to the right wing. And we'll lose the ball, but will be picked up quickly for Jal by Ramos. Three-pointer on the way and off the back of the rim. That is not going to make it for Faulkner. Back the other way for the Lions as the three-pointer is on the way and will be good, and that'll be for Chavez. So threes falling for the Lions. 30-13, 27-point lead, or 17-point lead. It's now Faulkner with it in front of us. Back over it, gets it back into the hands of the youngster Cordova for losing the ball and going the other way for the Lions. Nice little floater up and in. That'll be for Preston. Going to be and one. With 1:09 to go, we're going to see if there'd be a 20-point lead for Santa Rosa and the Lions. Inside, going to be back to Jow. Over to young Lujan, I should say. Into the hands and up and missed. Unfortunately, that was going to be for the young Lujan, Aaron. Before he goes back the other way, a quick three on up and misses off the front of the rim, but it is rebounded by Edwards, Landon Edwards, the freshman, who did a little time as a quarterback for the football team. But the foul will be called against Jow. That'll be the third one for the team. Santa Rosa already has four. One more, and that'll put Jowl in the bonus. Missed shot, up for another rebound, missed as well. Rebounded this time by Faulkner. We're over with the last attempt for Santa Rosa. Another bad pass, trying to get it through two defenders, and it does get taken care of by Gagos. Three-pointer on the way and missed, and will be taken back by Jowl. Got 16.2 seconds remaining in the first half. Got a substitution coming in once again. It'll be Ramos. Will be going out. That'll be Lujan, young Lujan going in as he's got the ball right now. Double team with 10 seconds to go. Loses the handle as it goes the other way, and it'll be a layup, easy layup for Preston for two. 34-13, as that will be the end of the first half. 34-13, and Jowl is in the hole. They need to come back and have a strong second. But right now, we're going to take a break. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jowl Panther Network.
The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing
Environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to JAL Panther basketball right here in Eunice, in the Eunice Cardinal Invitational. Be the first day of 3, and they are the first game as it is 34-13. This is how it pretty much happened for them for the Santa Rosa Lions, who are 0-1. So leading the way is Maddox Lucero with 8 points. Got you 7 points from Preston Munez. He has a Trey to his name. And then there is Ross with 4 points, number 5, a junior, along with Chavez, who has. Be back in just a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-952. Proud support of all Lee County athletes.
Up there, about that, with 2:27 in the first half. As 34-30 is the score. Continuing on with the scoring analysis, it was 7 by Chavez. And I believe they have made sorry about that. 2 more points. Going back the other way quickly for a two is Lucero, misses it. And the rebound will go to Faulkner. Faulkner has the ball, gets it over to Zayden Lujan to the right. Crosses the timeline. As it is going to be Ramos. Gets it inside, tried to get back over to Arnales, but could not get it. Instead goes out of bounds. Looks like it'll be Jal ball on the front court. 6:24, 34-17 so far. And it will be Zayden Lujan inbound of the ball, trying to direct traffic as well. Gets it, that would be Lujan over to underneath. Back the other way. Zekas Ramos as he tried to get that one, but instead will go out of bounds. Last by Santa Rosa, so 5:45 remaining. Into Ornales is going to miss that shot. Try to get the rebound and still up for grabs as that is finally Santa Rosa who gets it over to their front court underneath, and an easy layup shot for Ross. 2 points. Tried for a three, did not like it, so Faulkner gets it inside to Steven Cervantes. He gets fouled on the way up on the right-hand side. Tried to get underneath the basket, but instead will draw the foul. Will be good. Looks like against. That is Cervantes for 2 on the line. Has had 2 points so far in this game. And first one goes in. Second attempt will be coming up in a moment, and that's the second player to attempt for Jal. As Zayden Lujan has 2 for 2 from the line. One goes off the back, shooter's touch, and misses that one. So it remains 36-18, doubled up on the Jal Panthers. Up and in and misses, but we rebounded by Ornales. He's going to take it back the other way forward. Zayden Lujan is going to take it back to Ornales. For 3 on the left wing, misses that shot. Rebounded by, that is Pacheco. So Ornales tried to hit a 3, but misses. And that's the former quarterback. We have just under 5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Back the other way for Ross. Goes over the right to Pacheco. Ross looked for a 3, missed the opportunity, so he went around. Back to Pacheco. Over to Ross once again on the right wing. And inside, but nothing doing for Urban. Gets it back out for a 3, misses that shot. And that's me for Ross. And the rebound, it will end up going back the other way, so turnover for Santa Rosa. And Jal with the ability to get back into this game with another possession. 4:32 remaining, 36-18. Ornales with the ball, and it's going to get it over to Zayden Lujan. Zayden's going to pass it up to, that should be over now. Another too long pass and intercepted. And then it's going to be by Cordova. In for 2. As Zayden Lujan now sees a 20-point deficit. Back to Ornales, inside to Cervantes, and Steven passes it over to Zayden Lujan on the right-hand side. Tried to get it feeded to, misses it, but does get the handle and get the ball. Inside to Steven Cervantes on the inside, back out again for 3 on the left wing. Misses it, does get the back of the glass, but nothing more than that. And that was, of course, Edwards. Shot put up and protested by, that it was also Edwards, so he's going to draw the foul. As it was Lucero who tried to get that attempt, but instead will be up for 2 on the line. 38-18, 3:46 remaining. Makes that first one. We're in Eunice right now in the tournament, so it'll be a neutral site. Second one is up as well. And Jowl down 40-18, 3:46 remaining in the third quarter. Coming up next after this game will be a doubleheader of the two. That'll be the girls, Jowl girls to be exact. St. Lujan will be going in, misses the opportunity as he loses the handle. Looks like there'll be no foul. Over for Jowl as it goes out of bounds. And going back the other way is Santa Rosa. Gallegos back inside, tries to get the two, misses it. And that was going to be Chavez who missed that shot. Rebounded by Zayden Lujan, goes the other way quickly. Ornelas inside, Cervantes back out again for three this time on the corner. And misses that one as well. Misses, that was Edwards for the three-point attempt. Hasn't been able to find his sights yet. Three-pointer on the way at the top of the arc and drains it for Preston, and Muñez gets his second three-point attempt to drop. 43-18. Ornelas with the ball in the backcourt. Does get it past the timeline to Zayden Lujan, right wing, left wing now. To Ornelas. Back to Zayden Lujan on the right. Goes actually over to Ornelas, back to Lujan. And Cervantes. Stevens going to have the ball, double team. Back to Zayden Lujan. To Cervantes. And Lujan still gets double teamed, so he's going to go ahead and get it back out to an open three. And that was Faulkner who could not get it to go in. 2:14 remaining as it is a give and go to Santa Rosa, and that was Preston who was able to get that over to the shooter to get it in. 2 minutes to go. Zayden Lujan gets it over to Faulkner. Tried to get it inside, but instead it looks like draws the foul. Let's see, we've got Josh. This time that was Muñez Preston who tried to get the shot and missed, but did get the draw the foul. As he will go to the line to shoot two. I believe this is his first attempts. 7 points in the first half for him. First one up and misses off the front of the rim. I guess that was an and one. So there's no one-on-ones anymore. So 47-18, and Santa Rosa is building the lead on him with just 90 seconds remaining in this third. Will be off on the running once again. Looks like it'll be an easy layup and will be for Muñez. Timeout with 1:17 to go. It is going to be a 49-18 contest. And Jowl just trying to get their head above water. We're going to take a break with them as it is going to be a timeout for Jowl. 49-18 once again as we're in the first game of the Eunice Cardinal Invitational. We'll be back in just a moment.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Back to action as we are now 49-18, minute 17 to go in the third quarter. Ornelas with the ball is going to inbound it. Looks like that'll be to Zayden Lujan. Zayden's going to take it, of course, and dribble it as he goes to the timeline. No pressure on him so far. But he does have a little bit from, that'll be Marco. Does get around Marco, goes up for a shot, misses, will be rebounded by Santa Rosa. And now into the hands of the hot shooter. But misses that one, as that was Munoz, who missed his two. But a three-pointer on the way, off the back of the rim, no good. That'd be for Chavez. Back for another rebound, and Preston once again, this time a three-pointer, and he does drain that one as the junior hits it and increases the lead, 52-18. 34 seconds remaining in the third quarter. It is Faulkner now, uses up his dribble, has to get it over to the right, and he does, to Zayden Lujan. Gets a double team, tried to get it inside to Steven Cervantes, but it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Steven. That'll be a turnover for Jow. Turnovers and bad possessions have cost this team so far the lead. But 52-18, that is difficult to take on. Late game, 17 in this quarter. Josh up and misses his shot. It is rebounded pass. And Lujan is going to drive the lane. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. Didn't have enough time and looked like he got blocked before it got in, or tried to get the attempt set up. Nevertheless, though, that is going to be end of the third. 52-18 is the score. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jow Panther Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Mamacitas in Jow has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has all.
Welcome back here to the Cardinal Winter Classic, actually is what it's called. And they have several teams. This is the first of 3 days for this, and they've got two different gyms working on it right now with different games. And right now it is Santa Rosa versus Jow, 0-1 versus 0-1. Meanwhile, also happening at this time, it is, I believe the girls, Dexter and Logan are going at it. Zayden Lujan with the ball. He's going to go to his left as he passes that one off to Steven Cervantes. Back over to the right once again, and trying to find an opening. It's inside. Steven just could not, didn't see the pass in time. Goes the other way quickly. Josh up, and that misses, but it will be tried again by Ross. He also misses as well. Two misses for Santa Rosa, rebounded by Jow, and Zayden Lujan with the ball. Now it has it in the hands of the youngster. And back to Zayden Lujan, back and forth between the two of them, between Vega and Lujan. And a shot that is going to be fouled before it goes up. So I think it was on the floor. 7:20 to go, yes indeed. As Ornelas is going to inbound the ball. That will be number 2 on Ross. Inside is Zayden Lujan. Triple team this time, as it's going to be a reach-in foul. Just a question of who's going to get it. There was 3 defenders. The second one for the team. Last touch by the other way for Santa Rosa. Two. Zero gets twice, gets 2 rebounds, and does not get a drop, but does foul. So yeah, there was quick shots, quick rebounds, and that is going to go again. 7:01 remaining in the game as that first one goes up and does go in for Maddox. He is 2 of 3 so far. Make that 2 of 4 now. 3:18, and it's been a while since Jal has scored. Ramos back to the side. Or not take. So Zane Lujan with 6. His teammate, but lost the ball quickly and the other way for an easy layup. As you can see, misses the shot though. That was going to be Lucero. He's going to be kicking himself about that one. Goes back the other way for Zane Lujan. Also puts up a running floater and gets it to drop in. Gets 2 more points for Zane Lujan and 20 for the team. Foul on the floor. Actually, it's going to be a shooting foul. And that'll be going up against, it'll be on Lucero. He just was on the line just a moment ago. 2 of 4 from the line, as that one is going to be drawn against Ornelas, his 4th. He is close to being fouled out. First one does go in. So 3 of 5. One more attempt for Lucero, and gets them both. 55-20. Jal just trying to play this one out, trying to get to some decent numbers on the stats, as well as maybe get some scores. But that was a bad pass, low, as it gets taken care of and returned by Ross. Goes inside and will be a missed shot to the left, to the right for Pacheco. Pacheco does get the rebound back, and it looks like it'll be a rebounding foul, and it looks like it'll be against Pacheco. Indeed, so Pacheco gets, instead of a point, gets the foul call. His first. 5:52 remaining, 55-20. Looks like a young Jal team on the floor with Zane Lujan, the senior, of course. Zane at the top of the arc and near the timeline, goes and drives inside, gets a running righty to drop. Nicely done for 2. Goes up for 3 and drains it. That is going to be, once again, Ross with his, I believe it's his first. 3-pointer on the way, and looks like that'll be a foul. Yes, indeed, as it goes off the back of it. Got hit on his arm, and it will be against Pacheco. Going to the line to shoot 3 is going to be Vega, the 8th grader. As we do have a 58-22 game. First one is up and misses. Second one off the back of the rim as well. 5:01 remaining, and one more opportunity to get a point on the board. Misses that one as well. All 3 are missed from Vega. And a whistle on the floor as there was a push foul. We are in mercy rule, by the way. So the clock is going to run. So it's going to be over pretty soon, as we're down to 4:30 and counting. Checo inbounded over to Ross. Ross has the ball. He's going to get it to his teammate. That'll be Josh. And a shot from about 22 feet away. That's going to be Cordova. Actually, no, not Cordova. Urban. Or as some people say, Urbane. Inside, tried to get one, but instead got blocked out. So put it back to Cervantes, and Steven draws the foul. He's near the basket. Was going to shoot it, but didn't get the opportunity. So the foul is on the floor. One more, and that'll be a bonus for the Jaw Panthers. Timeout is on the floor, as for some reason, actually no, that's just a lineup change. So lineup change. '23. Zane Lujan, though, up for first one's going to miss. One more opportunity for Zane Lujan as we get down to about 3 minutes. 1 of 2 from Zane Lujan, 3 of 4 so far today. As that one goes for a three-pointer. Left wing misses, but will be a rebounding foul. As that one was tried against by Chavez. Chavez misses that three. Will be Panther ball. Zane Lujan with the ball. He's going to cross the timeline, get it to the top, go ahead and drive a little bit, shoot up, or put up a shot, and makes it. Nicely done as he was able to find his zone. Another shot on the other side quickly for Santa Rosa, one of the reasons why they've got 60 points, and it will be whistled dead, the foul call for a push. Looks like it's going to go the other way, and a timeout for the Jaw Panthers with 2:17 remaining, 60-23. Oh, I thought there was a score, but there was not, so let's go ahead and get that back to 23. I'd like to thank our sponsors, without whom, of course, we would not be able to put these on the air. Later on will be the second of the doubleheader, Jowl Lady Panthers, as they are going to be taking on Mesa Vista Lady Trojans. They are 3-0, and this, of course, will not be an easy task for the Lady Panthers, who are 2-0 this season. Of course, we'll talk about that in pregame. Who are still working on a strategy. This tournament does last for 3 days. This is the first of 3 games, or first of 3 days of games. It also sees Ruidoso, Logan, Mesa Vista, both sides, Tucumcari. Eunice, of course, is here, and Pecos, Texas. Steven Cervantes is going to be shooting free throws. As it is going to be first attempt. Off the back of the rim and no good. So far he is 1 of 3. One more opportunity to get 500 or 50%. $47 remaining. And actually, I guess there was get it. Rosa has their second squad out. Or their three-pointer on the way off the front of the rim, no good, and it'll be Zayden Lujan who's going to get that rebound. Go back the other way in this game. Going to go right to the center, top of the arc for 3, misses out the front of the rim, and it'll be rebounded by, that will be, actually it's returned, and looks like that was Faulkner who was able to get a score. Well, they did fix that. Having a little trouble with it. Zayden Lujan with the 2, misses, but does get the rebound and put in. And that is nicely done by Lindman. And the defense is getting back into it, but with just under 40 seconds to go, it won't count as much. As it is Faulkner back over to Zayden Lujan, but out of bounds as his touch last by Santa Rosa. 60-30. Zane Lujan with 30 seconds to go and back with the ball as he got it from Morales. Zane to his left, up for three, and misses off the front of the rim. A rebounding foul is going to happen, as that was Lindman who tried for that three. And a push foul as well. So 20.8, and it'll be Santa Rosa who'll just probably run out the clock, as it already has started because of mercy rule. The Jow Panthers still pressing, so they're going to try to keep it to a 10-second violation. Stead gets it across the timeline. Thought about a three, instead goes inside, gets it knocked out of his hands, and will be Morales with 3 seconds to go. Puts up a three, not going to make it as it doesn't get there. 60-30 is the final score, and that'll be the end of the game. 60-30 once again, as it is Jow going down for their first loss. So that means the next game that Jow will be playing against or in will be set at 3 o'clock on Friday. Let's take a break. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jow Panther Network.
Mamacitas in Jow has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jow, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jow, is a proud supporter of the Jow community.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jow Panthers and proud of all the Jow students' great success this year. Remediation 3rd Street in Jow for 575-395 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to use the library just for kids. Great 3968 for library. Supporter of Lee County Athletics.
The staff of the Jow Public School District is proud of their Jow Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jow schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jow Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jow Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
As you can see, the girls are lining up, or actually getting their warm-ups in. And we will talk about the game we just watched, as it was 60-30. Unfortunately, Jal goes down. It was 18 points in the third quarter for Santa Rosa, and 8 points is all they needed in the fourth. Looks like Maddox led the way for the most part for the Santa Rosa Lions. Meanwhile, for Jal, of course, they have several new players finding their footing. Missed some opportunities. We got plenty of time. Zane Vega. So we're going to pause. I'm going to get my stuff together, and we're going to get ready for game number 2. That'll be once again not Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa is one game we just had, but Mesa Vista, saw them. They're boys anyway, so the girls are probably just as tough as they had faced. Mesa Vista had faced Hobbs just last week. In fact, actually, the Mesa Vista that was here, that was in the tournament last week against Hobbs, is going to be here as well. So they'll be one of the favorites to win it all. But of course, the Jala Panthers, Lady Panthers, will be up in just a moment. We'll be taking a big break and be back with more coverage right here on the Jala Panther Network.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff and to swing all of the kids, reads all ages. 532 on the library, proud supporter of athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the JAL Panthers and proud of all the JAL students this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in JAL, or call 59395-2654, 59395-654 for more information. Panther Energy, a supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in JAL has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old JAL, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in JAL, is a proud supporter of the JAL community. The staff of the JAL Public School District is proud of their JAL Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! JAL schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. JAL Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? JAL Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks. Delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas
For over
Avenue.
25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
All right, welcome everybody to patiently waiting, as it is about less than 23 minutes before this game gets started. It's going to be starting on time. It's sometimes that's unusual to occur, but nevertheless, so it is. I've got the lineup for the JAL Lady Panthers, who are 2-0, just waiting on the Mesa Vista Lady Trojans, who are 3-0, and going to be probably a hard game for the Lady Panthers to get. But I think if anybody can do it, this team seems to be, for the most part, they've been around for a little while, around each other for a little while, so they should be able to at least make this competitive. But we've got 22 minutes to go, and I will start up the pre-game here as a moment as soon as we get that lineup, and hoping that our camera will be able to survive this game as well. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the JAL Panther Network.
The Woolworth Library. And check out all of the cool stuff. All 875-395 library hours and online resources. The Woolworth
Panther Energy is excited for the Cal and proud of all the Cal students' great success this year. Panther Energy
of 2109. That's 2109. Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Cabot.
We are live. Mesa is a junior. Freshman. She's a freshman, so a young is going to be is the 8th grader out there. Ball out there wearing number 3 and number 24 will be Jordan Sereno. And then there is number 32, and Jordan is a freshman. Alina Pacheco is going to be on the floor, a senior. And last but not least, Jaslyn Torres, number 43, also a senior. For the Lady Panthers, getting in here at 2-0, and they have faced Pecos. Did a really good job against them as they were able to beat them 54-14 after a 21-4 halftime lead. And then they faced Kermit, and they were able to beat them by the final of 56-37 with a 24-11 halftime lead, and then took over and pretty much coasted to that victory for 2-0. So part of the lineup is going to be Alaya Navarrete. She is number 5, a freshman, new to the team, along with Peyton Lujan. She's been around. She's a sophomore. Johanna Butts is going to be on the floor one more time as a senior, 5'6", number 13. Itzel Ramirez, number 15, will be a junior. And for the starting 5, it'll be Marian Nieto, number 1, a junior, along with Natalie Rivera, sophomore, number 2. Number 4, Charisma Rodriguez. Remember, she is always around. She travels fast and quick, and she's also near the ball most of the time, it seems like. Kane Lujan is going to be on the floor as well. She's a freshman, and she likes to shoot her threes. It'll be Abigail Dardone, number 21, the sophomore, for the starting 5 for the Jowell Lady Panthers. Not much really to say. It's only been a couple of games since each of these. In fact, this is their first meeting that I'm aware of in the last 20 years or so. So no record on who's winning. So this will be the first, and Jowell would like to increase their win streak to 3 for the season. Of course, Mesa Vista would also like to get 4 to start this 2025 season. Like to see both of them are going up. And let's double check. Not a lot of players on each side, but just enough, though, to get them going. Captains are out there. We have 12 minutes to go before tip-off.
Mamacitas in Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community. The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics.
We are in Eunice, New Mexico, under the Classic, Cardinal Winter Classic. And this is going to be basically game 2 of the first day. Had Jal facing Santa Rosa earlier, and unfortunately that did not go Jal's way. 60-30 was the final. And it will be, they'll be facing the loser of Logan and Ruidoso. Logan came in with a 3-0 record, and it was Ruidoso comes in with a 1-0 record. So they only had one game so far. Meanwhile, Jal 2-0 versus a 3-0 Mesa Vista team who saw some action just last week in the Espanola Sun Valley or Sun Devil tournament, and that was a tough one too. They faced, I don't know about the girls, but I know the boys faced teams that were above their district level. And I'm sure the Mesa girls did the same thing. Others that will be playing in the girls brackets will be Loving, number 0-3 versus Tucumcari 1-1. And then it'll be Eunice later on, 0-2 versus Socorro, 1-4 is their record. So the winner will be facing either the winner of Logan and Dexter, and of course the loser of this game will also be facing the loser of Logan versus Dexter. That'll be a good, should be a good game to watch. It'll be happening at 1 o'clock. Actually, it's already happened, so maybe if we get really lucky, we'll find out who the winner is before we leave. And then you'll know whether it's going to be a 1 o'clock game. Well, actually, it'll be a 1 o'clock game either way. So winner or loser, both games are going to start at 1 o'clock. 3 o'clock is going to be for tomorrow for the Jal boys as they face the unknown opponent who are going to be facing off here in moments on the other court. Seven minutes to go, and we'll see if we can find out who the starters are for Mesa Vista. It's a nice day outside. Would have been nice to be able to play in the outdoors, but nevertheless, here we are. Going to get a nice crowd here for the second game as well, looks like. Whether they're supporters of Jow or Mesa Vista. No, Mesa Vista. Actually, that is not Mesa Vista, but that is Santa Rosa behind me. Some of the team players. Santa Rosa. 6 minutes to go, and let's see. Once again, let's go ahead and go through the lineup for Jow. Starting with, this time, the starters. Miriam Nieto, the junior, 5'9". She's going to be playing wearing number 1. And starting along with Natalie Rivera, number 2, sophomore. Charisma Rodriguez, the junior, number 4. And Caden Lujan, freshman, is going to be in there as well, wearing number 12. And then just the opposite, number 21, Abigail Dardone will be there as well. So small, four levels for seats. So this one is a smaller court, obviously, of the two. They may be facing, or may be playing in the bigger gym in this tournament sometime this week. Doing some drills over there with just under 5 minutes to go. It's going to take a pause, be back in a moment as we continue to thank our sponsors for whom we would not be able to put these on the air and on the internet, whether it be on HobbsAmerica.com or on YouTube.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jow Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud
has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jow, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jow, is a proud supporter of the Jow community.
3:43 remaining in the time before tip-off, as both sides are doing some last-second drills, get their skills honed. Once again for Mesa Vista, we're going to see Mastis, that'd be Aubrey Mastis, junior out there, along with Aliyah Boise, a freshman. Emmy Torres, a freshman as well, number 11, along with Valerie Mastis. She is a senior, so there'll be 2 Mastis out on the floor at times. She is a senior, 8th grader, and that is Charlene Archuleta, number 21. Number 22, Janessa Sandoval, is a junior. Isabel Gallegos, number 23, a sophomore. Number 24, Jordan Sereno, a freshman, along with Alina Pacheco, number 32, a senior. And last but not least, the senior number 43, Jesslyn Torres. So I would expect to see at least those 2 out to start the game, especially with the tip-off. 2.5 minutes to go. Mesa Vista, Lady Trojans, 3-0. Lady Panthers, 2-0. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jow Panther Network.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the JAL Panthers and proud of all the JAL students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation.
That would help.
Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in JAL, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
All right, we are back as we are getting underway here in just a moment. I'm going to fix the score. And it looks like it's going to be, we're going to find out here in just a second who the starters are for the Mesa Vista Lady Trojans 3-0 under Coach Jesse Boise. Their numbers are, let's see, that's white on almost white, just a bit of an off-white. Alaya Boise is on the court, along with Mastis, Aubrey. You've got, looks like Jordan Sereno is out there. And the other two is going to be possession for Trojans to tip it off. We underway as it is in the hands to the left-hand side now to Mastis. Aubrey as she puts up a three and drains it 3-0 so far early as the Lady Trojans have taken advantage of that possession. Jal going back strong as it is going to be Nieto. Gets it over to Rivera and back to, it's going to be Lujan. That's Caden Lujan, I believe. Back inside, it'll be Nieto misses, and it'll be out of bounds. Could not get the rebound, but will not lose the ball, and that'll be for Jal. So coming in will be Charisma Rodriguez to inbound the ball. Again, it is Nieto, Rivera, Rodriguez, Lujan, and it is Caden Lujan. Lets up a shot, misses it. Rebounded by Nieto, and will get the out of bounds. It'll go the other way, unfortunately, turnover for Jal and the Lady Panthers. 3-0 so far early on as it is tipped back. It's not quite in the midcourt yet, so okay with that one as it is in the hands of Gallegos. And let's see, just making sure about all those numbers. Still haven't got quite everybody yet, as that is going to be, yep, Gallegos is on the floor as well, number 4. And Masses are out there as it is inbounded by Jal. Into the hands of Nieto, over to, that is Caden Lujan, to Rivera, and she's going to put it up and in for 2. Nicely done. 3-2 is the score. 6:44 in the first. Be Boise. It's going to get it over to across to the from one side to the other, right hand wing to the top, left wing now. That'll be in the hands of Boise. It will be taken by Rivera. Rivera's going to get the ball back and get it in across the timeline. Pass it over to the right wing, back to the left now, and back in the hands of Rivera. Lost the ball as she passed or tried to pass it. Will be a turnover for Jal. 3-pointer on the way and misses off the front of the mark, and that'll be for Boise. Rebounded by Jal, coming back the other way for Lujan, Caden Lujan. Passes the ball and almost got it into Rodriguez's hands, and Charisma could not get it. Turnover for Jal. Goes back the other way quickly. And a 2-point shot up and made for Mesa Vista. Lady Trojans up 5-2. Tried to get it to Charisma inside, had a nice little bounce, but instead it bounces off a couple of Mesa Vista Lady Trojans' heads, goes out of bounds, of course, and will be still Jow ball, 5-2. Lujan over to Nieto. Nieto tries to put a floater up, did not get it, but rebound and a putback. Unfortunately, did not go for Charisma, and they lose the ball as it goes back the other way for Mesa Vista. 3 ball on the way from the left-hand side, misses off front, goes out of bounds, and will be, looks like Mesa Vista ball once again. The Lady Trojans will retain the ball. 5:07. Pad pass as it gets inbounded, and it will be off the fingertips Boise and out of bounds. Turnover for Mesa Vista. They go on to the right-hand side, back again, going ahead and crossing. Almost had it to Rodriguez. Once again is taken away from her. Turnover by Jow, and a put up and in for Mesa Vista. 7-2, 4:44 remaining, and it is back the other way. Nieto puts one up, a running shot from the right-hand side, misses, and will be rebounded by Mesa Vista. Quick the other way, going to a nice little pass. Rivera tried to put up a shot, instead it gets blocked and will be fouled for her attempt. 2 more attempts for Rivera, as it'll be on Torres, her first. Team's third. First one goes off the back of the rim, and she misses uncharacteristically. The first of 2. One more opportunity. Rattles in and goes right out again. So 2 for 4 for Rivera, but quickly back the other way. Rivera steals. Will get in the hands of Nieto. Back to Rivera. Near the basket, on the paint, and instead will lose it, but not before getting fouled. Floor foul will be number 4 for Mesa Vista. Second one that'll be against Torres. So Charisma. For 2. Lujan for a long 3, misses the shot, rebounded by Mesa Vista, and that'll be in the hands of Mastis. Reach and foul. And that looks like it'll be that'll be the 5th foul for Mesa Vista. That'll put Jal on the line to shoot 2. That'll be, let's see, that's Pacheco with her first. Team's 5th. On the line, shoot 2 will be Nieto, Miriam Nieto, first time today. First one goes in. So far, haven't had a whole lot of opportunities to be able to get anything but free throws, and do so there. First one goes in. 3 minutes to go in the first. Second one should be here in just a second. There it goes. Goes off the back of the rim, and it will be a fight for the rebound, and that will be against Joanna Butts, her first. Team second, though, so that will be another inbound. And it looks like it'll be, that was Mastis who inbounded the ball. Inside to Mastis once again, back out again. Blocked 3-pointer as it was almost taken by Lujan. And instead, looks like that'll be a jump ball. So Peyton Lujan on the floor right now. As it'll be Mesa Vista to inbound the ball underneath their own basket. Back out again. That'll be to Boise. And then Boise back out again on the left corner. Inside, tried for a 2, misses the shot. Looks like it'll be Johanna Butts to get the rebound. And actually it is going to be Itzel Ramirez with the rebound. 11-5 is the score. Less than 2:30 to go in this first. Nieto with the ball. Now back over to Itzel. Inside, back to Nieto. Over to a three from Joanna Butts, and she is hot on the threes like she was just last season. Drains that one. 11-8 is the score. Back the other way for the Lady Trojans. Inside, top of the arc. Now back up. Thought about it. Oh, I got away maybe with the travel a little bit. She didn't move her pivot foot, so maybe she didn't get away with it. But there is a travel right there, as it looked like Pacheco trying to get around her defender, but instead slides her pivot foot and turns it over for another Mesa turnover. It's a Ramirez back on the floor. Over to Peyton. Double team, gets it into the hands of Nieto. Back over to Itzel. Itzel Ramirez dribbling around, trying to get something going on. Back to Peyton Lujan inside the paint to Nieto. Loses the handle, gets it back, and will draw the foul. It will be bonus as Lady Trojans are in double bonus. So they have 6 fouls now. So we have a crowd here on this little bit bleachers. First foul for Valerie Mastis. They've got her at 2, but nevertheless, they've got it at 1 on the board. First free throw. Up and off the back of the rim, no good. That'll be for Rivera. Or actually, that's Nieto. Her first miss of the day. One more opportunity. And off the front of the rim this time, tried to adjust, but instead misses it. Rebound goes out of bounds. And we'll be going back to Mesa Vista. Turnover for Joe. 11-8, minute 34 to remaining. And it is going to be in the front court. Nice little pass on the right wing. Go back to the top of the arc, and that'll be in the hands of, looks like that is Boise. Over to the right wing. Getting inside underneath and try to get the shot put in for Gallegos. And instead, the sophomore is going to go to the line to shoot 2. See who got the foul call. That'll be Johanna Butts, her second. First one's up and off the front of the rim. It is no good. Isabella is 1 of 3 so far. 11-8 is the score still, minute 15 to go. Not a lot of scoring so far in the now in the hands of Itzel Ramirez, and she unfortunately stopped. When she stopped, she moved her pivot foot and lost the ball off a travel. Minute 8 go. 11-8 is the score, down by 3. Off to the right. Thought about a 3 for a moment for Archuleta. Instead goes to the left. We'll try a 3 from that angle, and we'll miss it off front. That'll be Mastis. Of course, that is Aubrey, the junior. .51 seconds remaining, 11-8. A lot of activity going on. And it will be inbounded by Mesa Vista. Lost the ball, but did get her teammate to pick it up. Nicely done as it rotates to the left. Now the Bright again. And back into the paint. Got triple teamed actually. Got it out for 3. And it is Aubrey with her second 3-pointer of the game. 14-8. Inside to Nieto as it goes back over to Lujan. And inside, back to Nieto, up and under. Tried a shot, missed it, got the rebound, and passed it out. And unfortunately, it goes out of bounds as she wasn't able to get the ball to, that would be to Navarrete, the freshman. 15.8 seconds remaining, and that is another turnover for Jow. Don't want to see too many of those in the second. As it goes across from right to left. Going to be a 3-pointer on the way with 8 seconds to go. Off the back of the rim, no good. And a chase down with 3 seconds to go. Put up and missed once again by, that was Boise, but it does, the last second one does roll in for 2. So the first quarter ends 15-8. We'll pause for a moment, be right back as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Correction, I am surrounded by JAL players. So that is, at least the boys anyway, as the girls are back on the floor here in just a second. Score right now is 15-8. And the girls are going to have to play defense starting off. So inbounding over to, that would be Boise. Rotates it to the right, now back again to the left, actually to the right, over to the left again, inside the paint. Thought about getting underneath, but instead was blocked by Nieto. And we'll go back out again to the perimeter. To the right-hand side, up for a 3 on the right, and drains it. That looks like that was Boise for her 3. And to increase the lead to 10. Back the other way is Rodriguez, and it is Charisma who throws it just a little too much mustard on there for Rivera, and it goes out of bounds. That'll be a turnover for Jal. Back the other way, and that'll be in the hands of Gallegos. Gallegos goes to the left, gets to the hands of Boise. Actually, that's Mastis. Or is it Boise? 5 and 2. Let's see. I think that is Mastis. It was Mastis, nevertheless, though. Now over to Torres. Torres to the right-hand side for a shot underneath the basket. And that is going to miss, but it's going to draw the foul. That'll be Boise. And for the first foul for Jal, as it goes for a shooting foul, will be against Nieto. And Marianne gets her first. Just under 7 minutes in this first half. 18-8. First one is up and will be good. Once again for Boise. 1 of 2, her first. Second one is going to be also good. So 12 points as it is 20-8. And it's going to be Nieto back to Rivera underneath the basket. Does get the foul though as she was trying to put it up. And that would be against Sereno. So Jordan Sereno, the freshman, gets her foul. And so that'll put Rivera on the line. She did shoot the first 2, but has missed. And gets that one. Actually, no, that was. So she is 3 of 5. One more opportunity. 20-9, 6:45. One more shot for Rivera. And it's off the front, a little weak, but it is Nieto who gets the rebound. Tries to put it up, misses, no good. And we'll be back over to Jal, still in possession as it is Peyton Lujan, or Caden Lujan actually back with the ball. And gets double teamed, will get the foul call on the floor. She tried to pass it out to, that was going to be to Dardone. So foul number 2, that'll be for the team, and that is against Boise, her first. Goes back to just beyond the line, back to Charisma. Underneath the basket in the paint, drives the lane, puts up a shot, misses, and will be rebounded by, that is going to be Mastis, Valerie Mastis. And the whistle blows, so it will remain Mesa Vista ball. 6:21 to go. And Boise with the ball. Back to the right, left-hand side. Runs it up with a running shot. Misses it, rebounded by Nieto. She is a rebounding machine so far this game. And out of bounds, looks like last touch by Mesa Vista. Dardone is going to be inbounding the ball. 6:09 to go, 20-9 is the score. 11-point difference as Chow is trying to get back into this game. Dardone with the ball. Going to inbound it to Charisma, back to Dardone. Ahead is going to go to Nieto underneath the basket. Nice runner as she floats it up on the right-hand side, is able to put it in for the deuce. 20-11, 5:55 go, and on the other side, it is a shot put up for the junior Sandoval. Unable to make it, but does draw the foul and gets two. As you know, that's right, because they're not in double bonus yet, so no foul shots. Jal gets the ball, steals it from Rodriguez, or actually that was Itzel, but instead a bad pass. It went to Charisma, but she ducked, and it goes back for the other way. Another turnover for Jal. On the left-hand side, going to the center. Right wing, inside, a pass that is going to be taken care of by Navarrete, or actually Rivera. Rivera tied up the ball, and it'll be going back the other way for Jal. Turnover for Mesa Vista. So plenty of turnovers, and not a lot of points going on. 20-11 with 5:29 remaining in the first. And there's going to be Caden Lujan on the floor, and got that across. Inside, underneath, and just missed it was Itzel Ramirez. Actually, it was Joanna Butts. Shot put up for Mesa Vista, but it is going to be a charge. So no points put on with 5:15 to go. Turnover for Mesa Vista. Coming back the other way will be Jal, as they have a substitution going in will be Boise. Actually, no, that's Mastis, and that is Aubrey Mastis. Remember, there's two. Inside to Nieto, almost all alone, but goes ahead and passes it out. And gets it to Peyton Lujan. Caden Lujan up as well. Johanna Butts on the left, right wing, tries for a three, misses the shot. Goes back quickly the other way for Mesa Vista. And quickly, though, a nice steal. Tries to go for a coast-to-coast. Showed up a little bit and kind of paid the price on that one, but did get the foul as she was trying to lay up the shot. And that'll be 2 for, that is going to be for Navarrete, the freshman. So getting that is her first for the foul. That'll be Gallegos. One down, one to go. And unfortunately, that was a miss. And that was also a miss as well, both of those from Navarrete. Rebounded, though, by Nieto. Over to Rivera on the right wing. Back out again. Going inside to Nieto, back to the right. Shoots for a three, misses off the back of the rim. It'll be rebounded almost by Itzel Ramirez. But instead, actually, that's Navarrete. Up for a three on the left wing. Misses everything, air ball, and will be battled. Mesa Vista will get the rebound. Try to put it up again for Mastis, and that's Aubrey. Misses, but will get the foul call. Foul's going to go against. That'll be Caden Lujan, her first. Her first, team's third. And just so you know, Jal is in the bonus for the rest of this quarter. First one goes off the front and misses, and that is again for Mastis. One down, one to go, 20-11 still. That one is going to be in and out, no good as well. 0 for 2 on the line. Quickly back the other way, it's going to be Peyton Lujan. Going to the left wing, getting inside, and Navarrete is going to get the call. Actually, that was Nieto. To try to put up a runner and misses, but instead will be on the line to shoot two. I've got her down for 3 of 4 so far in this game. 4:07 remaining, as it is going to be the second foul for Mastis, Valerie Mastis. First one is up and in. Let's see about the second one. Sets up for her second. Nieto up and good. It's going to be a 7-point difference now. And we have a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them as we continue coverage right here on the Jowl Panther Network.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jowl, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
So far, 5 points each in this second quarter as Mesa Vista has the ball inbounds it. It's going to go deep and lose it on that one as it's Caden Lujan who gets the steal and goes back the other way. Over to Peyton Lujan. Lujan's going to go back to the top of the arc. Over to Navarrete. Navarrete loses the handle, will be picking it up, and it is unfortunately a backcourt violation. Turnover for Jowl and the Lady Panthers. Lost it on her own as she was trying to get the dribble going on, but instead it went to the backcourt. As soon as she got it, of course, it was considered a turnover. 3:48 to go, 7-point difference, 20-13. Inbound of the ball would be Mesa Vista over to, that is as Mastis. I'll get it right. And then we have Archuleta, and she goes to the left-hand side. It looks like it is Sandoval. And now in the hands of Archuleta once again. So that is Mastis, Aubrey. As they continue to try to get something open, but big defense from Jowl. That though missed the shot by Mesa Vista, and this time will be Nieto with another rebound. A couple here today. 3-pointer left miss for Caden Lujan. Be rebounded by Joanna Butts. She does put up a number. But instead goes out of bounds. Another turnover for Mesa Vista. And back the other way with a minute 45 to go and a 2-point deficit to make up. Joanna Butts with the ball. Actually, it's Ramirez. It'll be another bad pass as it goes to Nieto, but unable to handle it coast to coast. It'll be a charge, as that was Peyton Lujan was able to take that charge and go the other way. So a turnover for Mesa Vista. As more turnovers add up for both sides. 20-18, minute 32 remaining in the first half. And it is going to be Peyton, so Lujan. And now in the hands of, that is Itzel Ramirez as well. Caden Lujan going to drive the lane, going to go ahead and get teamed up, but no foul on that one as she was blocked cleanly, unfortunately, and turnover for Jowl. Goes back the other way. Could be back over to Mesa Vista as it was Nieto putting her body on the line once again on the right wing. And instead, I think she's going to be called for a foul for her efforts. And yes, she is. That's her second foul. Team fifth, so that means that bonus shooting for Mesa Vista. Minute 9 remaining, 2-point lead. And that'll be, see who's going to be shooting two. Some of them have hair in the way, but I think that's going to be Torres to shoot two. Right. First one is up, and it is in. (21-18), minute 9 to go. Second one will be put up here in a second. And also, unfortunately, good. 22. 22-18, or yeah, 22-18 with 1 minute to go. Another turnover for Jal. Unfortunately, that one did not work out as well. Goes to the other side quickly, but again, turnover back for Mesa Vista as it is taken there by Joanna Butts. Tries to save it out of bounds as it was thrown to her. And will be a scrum on the floor before Mesa Vista is able to get the ball back. Back to their front court. Goes right, left, goes back to the right. It's going to rotate again. Going to try to see if we can find an opening, and they're just trying to see what will be developed on the defense as they are holding strong. Back to the top of the arc, to the right. 3 on the way, off front of the rim, and it will be, looks like that is Joanna Butts with her rebound. 18 seconds to go, actually 12 now, as the three-pointer's on the way from Itzel Ramirez, misses that shot. We'll be down to 7 seconds as it is in the hands of Boise. Tries underneath and is blocked, fouled. Looks like that is going to be a shooting foul. 4.4 seconds remaining. It wouldn't matter anyway. Everybody's in bonus. That'll go up against, that'll be Peyton Lujan. Actually, no, that is Caden Lujan. Sorry. I sometimes get those two confused. 4.4. That's 3 for her. First one's up and in. Once again for Boise. I believe she is perfect on the line. 3 of 4 so far. 23-18, and it has been Mesa Vista as they get one more in. 24-18. And a palming will be called, so it'll be going back the other way. Unfortunately, that is a turnover for Jal. So the palming is going to allow 4.4 seconds to remain and one more opportunity for Mesa Vista under their own basket. It'll be a trip with 1 second to go, and it was at the top of the arc. No good. So we're going to go into the half with 24-18, Jal down by 6 points. We'll be back in just about 3 minutes or so, or when we get our staff and stats together, and let you know what's going on in this game and what's going to happen in the next 2 days for the Jal Panthers as well as for the Cardinal Winter Classic right here in Eunice, New Mexico.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
For over 25 years, Eunice excited for the Jowl Panthers and proud of all the Jowl students' great success from the oil fields to the classroom. Energy is your one-stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Future of Panther Energy. 1179 takes pride in their hard-working team, or call 575-395-2654. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 395-2654 and now more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community. The staff of the Jowl Public School District is proud of their Jowl Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jowl schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jowl Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jowl Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics and academics. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
All right, welcome back as we are in halftime right now. 24-18 is the score. And for the scorers, let's go ahead and start off with Mesa Vista and Lady Trojans, 3-0 in this season so far. And starting off with Mastis having 5 points, 1 tray. Thought I had her for 2, but apparently that was on the line. Either way, 5 points for Aubrey Mastis. Boise's come in and had 4 for 4 from the line, a 3-pointer as well, giving her 7 points. Got a Valerie Mastis with a rebound as well as with a Deuce. She's got a bucket for 2. And then the only other one is Gallegos. Gallegos came in and has had 1 of 2 from the line and a total of 6 points. So 6 points right there for Isabella Gonzalez, or Gallegos. And that is the scoring for, they got him 24 points. Meanwhile, on the other side, Nieto is leading the way, looks like. I'm going to have to double check on that one, but just by first glance, I know she's getting a lot of rebounds. In fact, I've got her down for 8 rebounds, and that's offensive and defensively. Meanwhile, she's got Nieto, 1 of, let's see, that is 3 of 6. I don't know what's going on with that, but let's see. 3 of 6 from the line, and she has a total of 5 points. Rivera has been active as well, 3 of 6 from the line. And she has 5 points as well. So both of them 5 points. Navarrete had an opportunity on the free throw line, missed both of those. So she's 0 for 2. Meanwhile, Butts has had at least 1 3. And she's had 4 with the add 1. So 5 and 8 is her total so far in this game. She is leading the way with 8 points. 8 in the first and 10 in the second for the Jowl Panthers, and that's how they got the 18 for the half. And would love to see them that to get more turnovers on both sides, but definitely for the Jowl Panthers, and the Lady Panthers would love to get back in this. Now, of either, let's see, the Logan Dexter, and I don't know who won that one. That was earlier, but that was Dexter 4-1 versus Logan 3-0. So it could be either one, and both those games, loser and winner, will start at 1 o'clock. It just depends on the where it's at. But we are getting underway for the third quarter here. Refs are out, and the ball is set. Mesa Vista going to inbound the ball. There's me on this side as it gets underneath. Blocked by Nieto, goes out of bounds. Still no problem, though, as that is a nice block for Miss Nieto. Will be inbounded by, there's going to be Mastis. Looks like it'll be out of bounds. Turnover for Mesa Vista early on in this third quarter. And Jal will be inbounding the ball. Over to Abadel Dardon, back to Dardon again. Left wing going to go inside underneath to Rivera. Misses the shot, does draw the foul though, and will be up for 2. As Rivera has had some luck with being on the line. She's been on the line the most. And I've got her down for 4 of 6. First one's up off the back of the rim, and unfortunately I may have jinxed her on that one, but nevertheless, she does have one more opportunity to get back on the score. For an object on the floor, not that quickly. 7:46 remaining. And that foul, by the way, went against Sereno, number 3. Second shot goes in, so 1 of 2 for Rivera on that attempt. Almost got the ball with Nieto, but did not. Instead, it's going to be in the hands of Sereno. Inside, tried to follow it underneath, but again, another nice block from Nieto. Tried to get the ball back in, save it, but instead goes out of bounds. And it will be Mesa Vista ball underneath the basket. Mastis Aubrey with the inbound. Going to go all the way back to Mastis. Mastis tries to throw it to her teammate. Looked like that was Gallegos, and instead sells out of bounds for turnover number 2 of this quarter, or this half, I mean. 7:28 to go, inbound of the ball. That's going to be Dardone. Abigail gets it back before she gets across the timeline. Passes the ball, and unfortunately that's going to be stolen away, and that is a turnover for Chow, first one of the quarter. And Nieto gets it back. So basically a exchange of turnovers. And Jal gets the ball back with Caden Lujan in control. Over to the left-hand side. Almost threw it out of bounds as it was Charisma, and did so as Charisma ended up on the line. So it'll be a turnover for Jal, number 2 in this quarter. 24-19, 7:06 to go. Our turnovers are still plaguing both sides. Off to the right wing, back to the center now, to near the timeline. To the left wing, up for a 3. Misses everything as that was shot by Gallegos. And Nieto with the ball, trying to control it, and instead gets a bump foul from Gallegos. Second for the team. I believe that's also her second as well. Inbound of the ball would be, as Gallegos goes out. Coming in will be Archuleta. 6:49 to go as Jal inbounds the ball back to Caden Lujan. Going to go ahead and juke and get around and get to the line. Drives the lane as she goes coast to coast and puts it in on a righty. Nicely done for Caden. 2 more points. 24-21 now. 6:30 remaining in third quarter. The Boise, actually over to back to Boise. Just going to dribble around for a moment, get defended by Nieto. Gets it out of her hands, up top. Back to Boise. loses the ball as it goes underneath her feet. Actually, that was that is Boise. It looks like it'll be a push foul against Nieto. Marion gets her third. That'll be the team's first. So inbounding the ball will be the Lady Trojans. A long pass, try to get it in there, and did finally get the handle for it. 3 ball on the way, no good. Did get her own rebound, though. That was going to be Charlene Archuleta, the 8th grader. And 3 didn't make it, but she does get an opportunity to shoot 2. Actually, no, that's right. It wasn't a shooting foul. So it'll just be the second for the team. Both teams have 2 fouls apiece in this third quarter. Massis misses and will be inbounded by Mesa Vista. Shot missed and rebounded. That will be by Rodriguez. Charisma all on the other side. It'll be a quick break, fast break for Rivera for 2. And now we're seeing the game down to 1 point. 5:50 remaining. It was 24-18, so that means it has been a 9-0 run. Actually, no, not a 9-0 run, 5-0 run for the Jal Panthers. They have taken a timeout. The Lady Trojans have. We are going to continue this. We've got 8 rebounds for Nieto. So she has been defensively good. And that's the thing, sometimes you don't see the defensive numbers, but they definitely are out there and aiding and abetting as far as getting the Jal Panthers, Lady Panthers, back in this game. 5:50 to go, 1 point difference. It is going to be Boise with the ball. Gives it across the timeline. Gives it over to Sereno. Back to Boise. Yep, she did pivot her foot. I thought she might have bounced a little bit. Was Mastis. Aubrey trying to get the pass, but instead gets the walk for that effort. Turnover for Mesa Vista. 5:35 to go. Caden Lujan with the ball. Goes over to Dardon now. Back to Caden. Trying to direct traffic as it's one-on-one. Goes to her left, drives the lane, stops. As she's over dribble, goes back over to Dardon. Try to get over to Rivera. Did get it to her. She goes through the lane. Gets a double team or so. Try to put up a shot, but instead will be a foul. As it's 5:13. Let's see who gets that call. It'll be her 4th for Sereno. One more and she'll be out. 2 for Rivera, as she's been on the line the most. First one's me off and no good. And similar to what she did last season, she was about a 60% shooter. Not officially, but seemed like she was missing more, just a little bit more than she needed to. But one more opportunity to throw as that one goes in. So 1 of 2 from that visit, and that ties it up. 24, 5:11 to go in the third. As it is on the left wing now, the center for Mastis. Back to Boise, near the timeline. Checking the defense, trying to see where to go. Goes to the right. And that is going to be Gallegos. As you know, that's not Gallegos, that is Sandoval. Inside, tried to drive the lane, got double teamed, but instead pushes it back out again to the timeline for Sandoval. And we'll get inside. That'll be Mastis for 2, and that'll be missed. Rebounded by Charisma on the way to Jonah Butts. Tries to get it to her teammate, does save the ball, but unfortunately goes out of bounds, and it is Lady Trojans who get the ball. A travel as she picked up her foot. She tried to just scoop it in there for the shot that was going to be Mastis. That would be Valerie Mastis, the senior instead. Turnover for the Lady Trojans. Tied game at 24, 4:22 remaining. And Charisma back over to Dardon. Abigail gets it to her left. Back to Dardon again. Driving the lane, just going to go ahead and push it out to Itzel Ramirez. Unable to get that shot, and I think that's actually Joanna Butts. Going to go out of bounds. It'll be going back to Mesa Vista. Unfortunately, that is another turnover for the Jal Panthers. I've got them down for 3 this quarter. So they're cleaned up on the turnovers. I've got a 6-3 count. Actually, 5-3 count with 4:08 remaining. But it is also the 8-0 run, or actually it's going to be a 9-0 run. No, still not a 9-0 run, 6-0 run for Jal Panthers. Mesa Vista still has it on the perimeter. Looking to drive inside, instead gets it to Sandoval. Back out again, and it'll be in the hands of Torres. Torres passes it in, almost lost the handle, but instead gets it back. Goes ahead to Boise, misses that running shot, and it will be a tie-up, well, not a tie-up ball, but it'll be whistled dead on the rebound. Getting that call will be Aubrey Mastis. And that'll be her 3rd. Actually, no, not Aubrey. It'll be Sandoval. Back to Jal, over to Charisma, inside. Gets back to Charisma once again, top of the arc. Over to the right-hand side, right wing for Peyton, or actually Caden Lujan. Peyton Lujan now has it inside to Joanna Butts. Drives inside, gets back outside to Peyton. She's on the floor, and unfortunately she may be hurt. And we've got 3:10 to go as she grabbed her ankle or maybe her leg, either way. Joanna is not somebody you want to lose on the team. You never want to lose anybody on the team, but she's going to be hobbling off and be substituted as they look at her leg to make sure she is okay. She may have landed on a foot when she went down. Coming in will be, that is Navarrete. So Navarrete out once again, back in is Navarrete. She does have the ball right now. Gets it back over to Caden Lujan, all the way to the right-hand side for that toss. Back to Caden Lujan. Thought about a 3, but instead we'll go ahead and get that to Peyton Lujan. Inside for Charisma. Tied ball. Is it going to be underneath the basket, but it'll be a jump ball. Who's got the possession? Looks like it could be Jal. So Jal with the ball still. 2:51 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Still tied at 24. Not a lot of scoring going on, but it has been all Jal so far in the 3rd. Back over to Peyton Lujan. Caden Lujan now has the ball. Drives the lane, goes inside. She has a nice runner up and misses, but it's going to be out of bounds. Last touch, unfortunately, by Rivera. So Rivera tried to get the rebound, but instead loses the ball. That'll be another turnover for Jal. That'll be number 4. And unfortunately, 2:40 remaining, and it is still tied. So Jal has come back. 3-pointer on the way, and it'll be made. This time around, it'll be by Sandoval. Gets her 3-pointer to go in. And having some difficulty was Caden Lujan, and she did the. And we'll take the timeout. 2:24 remaining, 27-24. Jal's down by 3 now, but they haven't been for long, and this is the first time that the Lady Trojans have scored in the 3rd quarter. Be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
For over 25 years, Eunice Pump and Supply has been more than just a business. They've been a part of the heartbeat of Eunice. From the oil fields to the classrooms, Eunice Pump and Supply is all in backing the athletes, cheering on scholars, and investing in the future of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply takes pride in their hard-working team, their dedication to excellence, and most of all, the youth. Visit Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, and now proudly serving Lovington at 321 North Main. Your hometown partner and a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, local, loyal, and proud to serve.
All right, 2:24 remaining, and Jal just inbounded the ball. It'll be over to Caden Lujan's hands, as it is also Peyton Lujan to her left. But she goes right instead. Back to Peyton Lujan, back over to the Charisma. I believe that is who that is. Yes, and unfortunately, one too many passes for Jal. Is that it's going to be blocked or possibly blocked? They're saying it's blocked, and the ref has agreed with the coach for Mesa Vista. Mesa still retains the ball with 2:05 to go in their front court. Well, there is a substitution coming in. It'll be Itzel Ramirez. Still not sure how Joanna's doing, but hopefully she is all right. I don't see her, so maybe looking at her leg unless she is sitting right there. Yep. Going out. Now in the hands of Torres. Wide pass back over to Boise. Boise's got the ball looking to her left. Gets a runner to go up. Everything but the finish on that one is it was almost in for Sandoval. But instead of turnover 4, Mesa Vista back the other way for Rivera. Back gets a nice little side door pass. It'll be assist as well as a 2-pointer for Natalie. Air ball on that one, and that will be inbounded by, as the long inbound will be for Navarrete. Jal with 1:20 to go and 1-point deficit, actually no 1-point lead. As they have the ball and it'll go wide of bounds. Last touch by, looks like that was Boise. So Jal will retain the possession with 1 minute, 11 seconds. And I'm looking over at the other side. It's always interesting to see. It looks like a reflection, but it isn't. It's just the other court. Gotta remember not to see too far over there as it gets in the hands of Itzel Ramirez. Over to Peyton Lujan, back to Itzel. Caden Lujan this time around, top of the arc. Looking to see as there is 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Back to the left, 3 on the way, and a long 3, an WNBA 3 missed off the front for Peyton Lujan, but on the other side quickly as it is Peyton who hits the floor, but the points count, I believe. So it looks like it's me and one, unfortunately. It was a block foul. With 48.8 seconds remaining, and I believe that is, yeah. So the shot, all right, it did count. And the and one as well. So 30-26 is the score right now, down by 4. 6 seconds remaining in the hands of Natalie. Unfortunately, she pivoted her foot, was not set before she passed the ball off, and that was a turnover for Jal. .33 seconds remaining. Looks like they may be waiting for the last shot as they are slowing down the pace. Off to the right. And they are content with the final shot as that is Gallegos. Back over to Boise. And with 17 seconds remaining, still no urgency. That'll be close to almost lost the ball, but instead gets it inside. Caden Lujan defending as that one went inside to, looks like that was Boise, it was. To put it up, draws the foul with 5.6 seconds remaining. And will be on the line to shoot 2. Should be number 5 for Jal as that puts him in the line, on the line to shoot 2. Number 4 foul as that one bounces off the front, no good. Caden Lujan, that's her 4th. One more opportunity to get another score. One of 2. As the score has been updated, 31-26. Not quite there as it was a 3-pointer on the way, no good. And it will be 31-26 as we get into the fourth quarter. We'll be back here in just a moment as we cover it on HobbsAmerica.com, YouTube, and it's all on the JAL Sports Network.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the JAL Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Neither team doing so well as that third quarter had a 6-8. And Jal did win that one by 2, and that's a 5-point difference now. With 8 minutes to go before the end of this one, and see who's going to be going on to the next. Well, actually, both of them are going to be playing tomorrow. It depends on whether it be in Langston Arena or in Goodman Complex. And I believe this is Goodman Complex. No, actually, this is Goodman Complex. So 3-0 Mesa Vista versus 2-0 Jal. And the winner will face the winner of Logan, and the loser will be facing Logan Dexter. So the winner of that one would be facing the winner of this one, and Dexter would be, or sorry, not Dexter, I don't know who it was, but the Logan Dexter loser will be facing the loser of this game. We are all set for the final curtain or quarter. Let's see who's coming out for Jal. Looks like it'll be the starting lineup. Nieto, Charisma Rodriguez, along with Caden Lujan, along with Abigail Dardone. And it'll be Natalie Rivera. Mesa Vista has the ball. Going to get it over to the left wing. Thought about a three, but instead will back off, go to the top of the arc, and dish it off to inside. After that was Mastis, and it's going to be blocked and out of bounds. That'll be Mastis going to be inbound of the ball for the Lady Trojans. Puts it back to Boise. Back to Mastis, top of the arc, Aubrey. And Aubrey's going to get it again. Driving lane, missed the shot. Rebounded by Torres, and Jasmine is going to get it back out again. Three-pointer possible? No, instead she's going to get to the top of the arc inside for a two. Missed that shot, and rebound will be a jump ball. Charisma was one of them. The other one is going to be Mastis, Valerie Mastis, the senior. So the ball is, arrow goes to Jal, 7:23 remaining. It'll be in the hands of Abigail Dardone. Over to Charisma Rodriguez. Almost lost the ball, but instead gets it back up again. Caden Lujan, possible three. Nope. Instead goes over to the right-hand side for Charisma. Back to the top. It has been touched, so it won't be a backcourt violation. It'll be over to the hands of inside to Nieto. Went ahead and pivoted. Got that shot in underneath the basket for two. Nicely done. She is doing well so far today with rebounds. 31-28, 6:47 remaining. Somebody smells good. Inside, that'll be a nice shot, but missed for Torres. Rebounded by, that'll be Rivera. On the other side, quickly up and missed, but we'll get the foul called on her for Abigail Dardone. She's going to go to the line, shoot two. First foul for Lady Trojans as that one goes to Gallegos, number two. First one is missed, unfortunately. One more opportunity. Also off the front of the rim, no good, so 0 for 2. Rebounded by the Lady Trojans. Gets it across the timeline. It will be in the hands of Mastis over to the right wing. Far right wing for Boise. Boise goes inside, drives the lane, gets a lefty layup, and will miss it, but will get the foul as it is a shooting foul with 6:12 remaining. And let's see who gets the call. That'd be a 5, so fouled out for Caden Lujan. So Peyton fouled out. Coming in will be Itzel Ramirez. Shooting the two Once again, it's going to be Boise. I believe she's been pretty good on the free throws. 5 of 6. I think that's 6 of 7. She is not the one you want to see if you're a Jowl fan with 6:12 remaining in the game. One more, bouncing it up. Actually, that's Boise. Yep, I said Boise. And she gets that one. 6-10, 5-point lead. Nice little runner, floater, and gets her own rebound after that miss. It's going to be Nieto. 2-pointer and also missed. Out of bounds as it goes, and it was Charisma who may have touched it last. We're going to find out. Actually, it may be a foul call. Rebounding. Push foul. So yes, it's going to go the other way. No, that wouldn't be 12. Who was it? 15. Okay, that is going to be for Itzel Ramirez. Itzel gets her first. 33-28. Jowl and still trailing as that one goes in for 3 from Boise. That's the player, not the destination. As Itzel Ramirez goes to the right to Charisma. Almost stolen away, Dardon, but it is stolen away again. And it is Charisma who blocks that one from, stops it from getting an easy shot. And instead, 5:21, 36-28 is what we've got. There we go. It looks like we've got a timeout on the floor. Gary not happy with things, and I'm going to talk to the troops about it as well. Let's go ahead and get 30 seconds in for our sponsors. We'll be back in a moment as we continue coverage right here.
Mamacitas in Jowl has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jowl, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jowl, is a proud supporter of the Jowl community.
Timeout on the floor, and we've got a 36-28 game, 8-point lead for Mesa Vista, 3-0 is what they came in with. They also played that Sun Devil tournament last week. Part of those teams, like Hobbs, played against Mesa Vista, the boys squad, of course, and other teams that were a little higher than Mesa Vista. So this squad is good. Jowl has also proven that they can hold their own. And they've got 5:21 to get back into this game. It's Ramirez with the ball now. Over to Charisma, all the way across. It's going to be to Nieto. Try to pass it over one more time to Rivera. And just goes out of bounds. Will stay possession of Jowl with 5:13 remaining. Charisma going to inbound the ball right underneath to Nieto, who gets a nice floating 2-pointer to go up and in. Nicely done. So with the ball once again is Mesa Vista. 3-pointer on the way for Mastas. And misses, that goes out of bounds. Will be a turnover for the Lady Trojans. Charisma with the ball, getting it back over to Dardon, over to an open and easy Nieto all the way in for the lane. Misses that one as she got everything but the finish. We'll try to get it back, and instead we'll go back to the Lady Trojans underneath the basket to the right hand or left hand side. Misses that shot. And ouch, Charisma hit the floor. This guy who has missed that one a moment ago. I think that bun of hair, though, helped her out as far as protecting her head. Inbound of the ball will be Mesa Vista. It'll be a 6-point difference as Itzel will be going out. And Charisma is defending it. Going to get back to Boise. To the right wing, inside the lane. Back to Boise, tried to get a double team, and oh my God, somehow got that in anyway for 2. It was a little bit of an underhand shot. 38-30 underneath the basket, and nicely done. Looks like that was, that was Rivera for 2. So still 6 points with 4:08 remaining. Tried to steal the ball, and she does, as it is Rivera. Goes the other way, goes coast to coast, and rolls it in. Nope, she doesn't get it, but she almost got her own rebound. And instead will go out of bounds. She may get the she may get the rebound foul. But that was some nice hustle. Everything but the finish on that one as it rolled around the rim and out. So it would have been a nice 2-point conversion, but instead go back the other way to the Lady Trojans. 3:7 remaining in this one. Boise. Boise gets across the timeline over to the right-hand side, right wing. Going to work it back to the left. Over to the right-hand side. It is going to be knocked out by Nieto, but is picked up and try to put back in. And that'll be another injury possibly. No, but she is hurting. So Peyton Lujan with a shoulder problem. She hit the floor pretty hard, but she's going to stay in, looks like. She is a fighter. Sandoval inside with the to Mastis, back to Sandoval. And then over to Boise, top of the arc. 3:33, they're slowing the pace a little bit. Back to Sandoval, that's not Sandoval. Over to Mastis, thought about a 3, instead pulled up. We'll go inside the drive the lane. On who got it that time, and no, it'll be a foul call, number 3, actually number 2, and that'll be against Sandoval, her second. 3:16 remaining, 6-point difference, as it is Itzel Ramirez, top of the arc, goes over the right-hand side to Charisma, back over to left, Itzel, and top of the arc, inside now from Charisma as they're passing the ball back and forth, getting some movement on the defense, but not enough, as Charisma now has it. To Itzel, back to Charisma, right-hand side, back over to the left. Inside to Nieto, she hits the floor as the 3-pointer is on the way, air ball. And will be back to Rivera. She tried for a shot, but instead misses that one as it went from right to left. So plenty of opportunities for Jal to shoot, but they just have not been able to make those opportunities fall in. With 2:41 remaining, but they still have the ball underneath their basket. It's Charisma over to Itzel. Itzel to the left lane. Getting it back again. Over to the right, Dardon, back to Itzel Ramirez. Over to her left, to Charisma, back to Itzel. Charisma with a 3-point shot on the way on the left-hand side, and she sinks it, nothing but net. Nicely done. 38-35, 3-point difference. Back over and into the hands of Boise with 2:08 remaining. And back now to Mastis, as it is Aubrey. Inside, drives the lane, puts up a shot, misses. It was Boise who got the rebound and missed her shot as well. Goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jal will be Lady Trojans ball with 1:54 remaining in this game. 3-point lead for the Lady Trojans. 3-0 is their record, as they were in the Sun Devil tournament just last week. Over to Boise, to her right-hand side, dishes it off in the right corner. Right elbow, as looks like it'll be a timeout taken with 1:46 to go, as Coach Boise saw something he wants to change, and he took the timeout. We'll take one with him. 1:46 remaining once again, and it is the Jal Panther Network.
Mamacitas and Jal has a broad selection of specials. Try the Mexican food, asado, tamales, enchiladas, and so much more. At Mamacitas, you can have it all. Mexican food, donuts, and a steamy cup of coffee at the coffee shop. Mamacitas has authentic Mexican food from the heart of good old Jal, New Mexico. Mamacitas, 301 South Main in Jal, is a proud supporter of the Jal community.
We are back with 1:46 to go, trying to find out who the other teams are, how they did, to find out the next opponent, and we may or may not be able to find that out before we leave. But nevertheless, minute 46 to go, 3-point difference, and Mesa Vista with the ball. It is going to be Boise over to Masters, and Aubrey's got the ball right now, top of the arc, actually at the timeline. Over to Sandoval. Minute 33 inside to Sandoval. Gets a nice hippity hop on that one, and let's see, was that a block or a charge on that one? Looks like that's going to be a block. As the block party goes, it'll be up number 2, so Rivera with the foul call. It'll be going against Jal, unfortunately. Shooting foul means puts them up for 2. Also means that one more, and the Lady Trojans will be in the bonus. First one goes up and falls right on in. One down, one to go. That's right. And off the front of the rim, no good, and rebounded quickly by Itzel Ramirez. Almost had an open lane, but instead there was a defender there. Gets it to Nieto. Nieto puts up a shot, and it is going to be no good. Missed it, but will draw the foul instead to have a chance to put 2 more points on the free throw line. Second foul for, second team foul, second foul for Pacheco as well. It shows her as 1, so we'll go ahead and do that. There's 1 foul for Arlena Pacheco, the senior. Nieto, who has been on the line and missed only 1 so far, has that one as well. So she is shooting at 5 of 6, 4 of 5. One more opportunity to get back closer to the game. Off the side, did not get the rebound, as that is the Trojans. Lady Trojans with the ball with 1:17 to go and a 39-36 3-point lead. It is Mastis with the ball right now. Actually, there's Boise over to her left-hand side for Gallegos. And back playing keep away. Goes inside for Mastis, and that'll be a charge. So that time around, Peyton Lujan was able to get that one to go the other way. And the charge call will be a turnover for Mesa Vista. Just under a minute to go, and it looks like we may be getting a set play from Gary Simmons. Coach Simmons, anyway, as we just get underway. Let's see, 3 more 3-point difference. It's Ramirez over to Dardone. Dardone inside, going to drive it out to Nieto. Back to Dardone, over to the left-hand side, left wing. Itzel thought about a 3, but instead that is Joanna Butts, so that is a good thing to see. But unfortunately, she loses the ball out of bounds, though. And it should have been Jal ball, but instead looks like could be Mesa Vista. Nevertheless, though, timeout is on the floor. We've got 40.4 seconds remaining in this tight one. No matter who wins or loses the game tomorrow for each side will be at 1 o'clock. Just determines on who they're going to be playing and where they're going to be playing now. I think the loser plays in this. Yep, they play here. And the winner plays in the new Langston Arena, which I've seen in pictures. I just have not seen in real life. Let's go ahead and pause for a moment. Be back as we continue coverage right here on the Jal Panther Network.
Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For that
And we have the ball back. It'll be Mesa Vista in the backcourt to inbound the ball. It'll be critical as the next 40 seconds of this game is going to be the final. 3-point difference. It'll be inbounded to a quick running Boise. Turns around, tries to get a shot, misses. Does get the rebound, misses that one as well. Rebounded by Charisma over to Peyton Lujan. Nieto with a pass over to Rivera, double teamed, and loses the ball. Goes out of bounds. It looks like it'll be jump ball. I believe, I don't see the arrow, so I'm not sure who has possession last. But Jal is in bonus right now, and it is one away for the Lady Trojans to be in bonus. Substitution comes in. That'll be Valerie Mastis. Going to be inbound the ball with 23.9 seconds to go, and that is Dardon who's got the pick. And it'll be Charisma with a drive in. Going to get the shot, misses, but does draw the foul. As she is able to get that runner from the left to go close. But that'll be, of course, they're already in bonus, 39-36. And let's see who gets the foul call. It's like Sandoval, as it'll be the 5th one for Sereno. So she has fouled out. Both sides have had one player foul out. And Charisma will be going up. She's already has a tray. Let's see if she can add on to her total of 2. 18.1 seconds and goes nowhere. Does not go in. One more opportunity for Jal to get back in this game, get a little closer, get it to a one-possession game with 18.1 seconds remaining. And that is going to be off the side and will be a lane violation. So that means one more opportunity, though, for Charisma. As right now, though, she has missed both of her shots, but one more opportunity to see if she can get a point. Make it 39-37 with a 2-point differential with 17.3. Actually, there shouldn't have been any time coming off the clock, but it did anyway. Same shot, same result. And it will be rebounded by, actually, that's Charisma, who gets the long rebound. It'll be over to Nieto. She gets fouled, and she hits the floor with 11.4 seconds remaining. It is going to be a push foul against Mesa Vista. And it'll put her on the line as they're already in bonus. That'll be the 4th foul for Boise. Ito has had a better percentage. She's only missed one free throw that I'm aware of. As she gets a chance to put in 2. First shot is going to be another but net. Two points, could get it to 1 now, but they have 11.4 seconds remaining. They still have to play defense. They have to foul them quickly or get the rebound. Either way, the second one shot is good. 39-38, and a timeout on the floor. We'll take one with them as we continue coverage, and it's getting a lot more exciting. So, hey, thanks for being here, and we'll be back. Differential 39-38, Jow with a 1-point differential. 39-38, Jow with a 1-point deficit, trying to get back into this game. So far have done well. And 11.4 seconds remaining as they're going to have to see if they can get some defense. And I think they did, and they did. And it's going to be still on the floor, a scrum. Let's see who got the ball. One of those that was in there looked like that was Charisma. Nevertheless, though, timeout once again to talk about what's going on. Looks like Jow is going to be having possession on this one as they got the timeout. 30-second timeout on this one, though, and we will not take one with them. 39-38, and still anybody's ball game as possessions are critical, and so are free throws. Got some missed for Jow, but there really hasn't been a whole lot of free throws for this squad of the Lady Trojans. From what I've got, it's been just 4, maybe 6, either way. They've only had 6 attempts, 5 of 6. They have done really well with their opportunities. Jal not as much, so it could be a different ball game if they would have gotten a couple more of those free throws. Nevertheless, though, they do have the ball underneath their basket. Charisma to Nieto. Triple team, does get it out. Tries to put up a shot, no good, and it will be rebounded by. That'll be Mesa Vista, and unfortunately that will be the game, as that last shot just could not get into it and was not fouled. That was smart play by the Lady Trojans. Final score, though, on this one will be 39-38. We'll take a pause. Be back in a moment to give you all the results, numbers, and everything, and then let you know what's going to happen next. And it's happening all right here on the Jal Panther Network. Thanks for being here, and be back soon.
The Woolworth Community Library is a proud supporter of the Jal Panthers. They are excited to have their kids back into schools and in sports, all while staying safe. The Woolworth Library staff encourages you to swing by the library and check out all of the cool stuff just for kids. Great reads for all ages. Call 575-395-3268 for library hours and online resources. The Woolworth Library, a proud supporter of Lee County Athletics.
Panther Energy is excited for the Jal Panthers and proud of all the Jal students' great success this year. Panther Energy is your one stop for construction, dirt work, and environmental remediation. Panther Energy, 1179 South 3rd Street in Jal, or call 575-395-2654, 575-395-2654 for more information. Panther Energy, a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics.
The staff of the Jal Public School District is proud of their Jal Panthers. Those late practices, hard work, and dedication paid off. Go Panthers! Jal schools have continually provided a quality education and safe environment for the students. Jal Public School System is on the move. Are you ready? Jal Public Schools, another proud sponsor of all Lee County athletics. Season Jal has specials. Enchiladas and so much. At Mama's, you can have it all. Mexican food. A cup of coffee at the Mama's. From the heart of old Jal, Mamacita's 301 South Main in Jal is a proud supporter of the Jal community. Iron Horse Sports Grill is now open. Burgers, wings, steaks, salads, pastas, oysters, and tons more, all delish. Check out their full online menu on Facebook under Iron Horse Sports Grill. Open Monday through Friday from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Saturday from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. For takeout orders, just call 395-2109. That's 395-2109. Iron Horse Sports Grill, a taste you'll remember. 204 East Kansas Avenue.
All right. Thank you very much for being here. As once again, unfortunately, girls go down by the final score of 39-38, and this is how it's done. It was 7 points in the third and 8 points in the fourth for the Lady Trojans of Mesa Vista. Had Aubrey Mastis, with only all of her points in the first. She ended up getting 5 points. Also, it was Boise who came alive in the third and, well, actually the fourth quarter, really. She had 7 points in the first and managed to get 8 points in the second. That makes her 15 altogether. Try something here. Still doesn't want to send. Hold on.
You need gel or Mesa Vista?
Mesa Vista first.
Mesa Vista?
Yeah.
Where's Mesa Vista?
I know, but it does that. Oh, I know why. Having some difficulty with phones, that's always a fun thing. Oh.
I don't know how to lock it.
All right, so continuing on, it'd be Torres had 2 points. That was in the second quarter. It was Valerie Mastis with 3 points in the third. So she ended up with 5 points altogether. 2 points for Archuleta, all in the first. Second half gave us 4 points from Sandoval, including a tray. Also had a tray from Gallegos, who had 6 points altogether in the game. That was all in the first quarter. So much of the scoring done in the first half. Second half, not as much for the Lady Vista Titans. So then over to the other side, and actually, let's see. Get you those numbers for the Jow Lady Panthers. Confirm them. I like them to be official, as it was Nieto along with Rivera who were leading the way. Nieto had 4 points plus a and one. Actually, no, that was 1 of 2 from the line. She ended up being 3 of 6 from, actually 4 of 8 from the line, and getting 10 points. So she was in double figures on that. And I think she also got close, if not double figures, on her rebounds. She had at least 8 before the half. Then for Rivera, she has 4, 5, that'd be 13 points, so she led the way with 13 points. Also had the most opportunities to be on the line, but she ended up being 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So it was 5 of 5 from the line. So that would have been crucial for their victory. Grisma Rodriguez dropped a tray, also had an opportunity to get some free throws, 0 for 2. Navarrete 0 for 2 from the line as well. Kane Lujan, 2 points for her, and that was in the third quarter. Joanna Butts had her scoring in the first half, and that is going to be 8 points for her, so she didn't quite get into double figures. And the only other one that was on the line was Dardon, 0 for 2 from the field. So once again, it is going to be tomorrow at 1, let's see, I want to say it's 1 o'clock. Not sure exactly where it's going to be, but it's going to be at 1 o'clock tomorrow for the girls. The boys will be playing officially at 3 o'clock right after them, unless, because I know they're going to be in the this one for tomorrow, and the girls also. So yeah, they lost, so they'll be both in this stadium as well. So the short seating, and that will be here tomorrow. Thank you very much for being with me. I appreciate it. Once again, both Jow teams lose. The Jow Lady Panthers drop it by just 1 point. I'd like to thank our sponsors, as well as thank Jared Bear for taking care of the camera, and for Evie making sure that the signal was going out. Had a little trouble with the volume at first, but once that got taken care of course, everything else is cake. I am Ron Gunner. Thank you much for being here, and tomorrow we'll be on the road and taking care of some business with the Lady Eagles in Friendship, Texas. And we'll be back here on Saturday to make sure that we get the final coverage of games here in Eunice, as it is the Eunice and of course happening all for you right here on the Jow Panther Network. Thanks again for being here, and yourselves have a good afternoon.